The next type of factor that's involved in your credit score, much smaller factor, is the length of credit history. So the length of time that you have credit is a major factor, is a factor in your score. Your payment history and your utilization are the two biggest factors, but the length of time that you've had credit. So if you just started credit accounts this year, it's impossible for you to have a perfect credit score because you don't have the length of time. Why? Well, if you've had credit for a long time and you've consistently paid your bills on time and your utilization rate is low, the likelihood of you going 90 days late on an account is low. If you just opened credit, you may never go 90 days late, but you don't have any history. You don't have any track record to show that I consistently pay my bills on time. So having credit, setting up credit as soon as you can is important to build your credit history. Some people say, I want nothing to do with credit. I don't want anything to do with credit cards. And that ignorance of not knowing the power of leverage and not understanding what credit can do for you can cost you thousands of dollars. So it's important to set up credit and to set it up with limits so that way it's not abused as a young person with credit cards. But setting up credit, there's a unique way to do that as well. Besides getting your own card at 18 years old, and you can get something called a secured card, which means it's a card that's backed by a deposit. So you can get a secured card with a $300 or $500 limit, where $300 or $500 is put into account before the card's even opened. And it's all meant to build the discipline and build the credit. Another way that you can build credit is you can become an authorized user on somebody else's card. So at 18 years old, your mom or dad could call and add their son or daughter as an authorized user to the card, and they don't even have an actual card. They just become listed on the account, and they can piggyback on the credit history of mom or dad that have had that card set up and are consistently paying their bills. Now, if mom or dad don't pay the bill on time, don't become an authorized user on that card because it's going to hurt your credit report and your credit score. So building credit, having credit history is important to building that credit profile, to building your credit report, to allowing you to use the leverage and use the tools that are available for you to be able to do more than you're able to do in your own strength.